Hey everyone, and welcome to yet another breakthrough conversation here, unlocking the coaching habit, unlocking the power of coaching conversation. Welcome back. If you are a coach, you are a mentor, you are a therapist, you work with people, this is a conversation for you. And I believe all of us are uh, coaches. Some of us are coaches in the making. We've not discovered yet, unleashed, taken the the step required for us to be professional coaches, but inside we are coaches. And I know the pain of being a social coach, one that just advises people aimlessly and no results, and the overwhelming burden of people's challenges on your back. It's different for professional coaching. Let's have this conversation today. Now, I want to break down the key lessons that I were most impactful for me going through one of the amazing coaching books out there, and it's the book by the title "The Coaching Habit" by Michael Bugay Steiner. And I advise you really to go and get it after this conversation. If you're a coach, a leader, anyone who wants to inspire others and create real breakthroughs in life, go get that book and read it. I'm sure it's available in Amazon. The book reveals the great coaching, the habits, and that the habit of asking questions and less about saying, but more about asking. So you ask more than just saying, and help people unlock their own inner potential, because the potential is inside of the client. You know, sometimes we treat coaches like witch doctors. I'm coming to help me. And we don't want to do the work ourselves. The work is always done by the client. So let me walk you through the 7 essential questions that transformed my life and transformed the life of my clients. And I continue to use and, even empower my coaches to help their clients. Questions that can transform the way you coach, the way you lead, the way you connect with your client, and the way you serve others. So let's dive in. Let's dive in. First of all, the why question. The why question. Why are questions so powerful? Why are questions more powerful than advice? Let's address this. Even in our own interaction with people, why are questions more powerful than advising people? Now, here's the truth. Most of us fall into the trap, what Michael Bugay Steiner calls the advice monster. The moment someone shares something with you, a challenge, a problem, we jump into solution. We want to give advice immediately. But realize this, most of the time, advice often keeps people dependent on you. And so this is the why factor. Why insist on questions in coaching? Is because people end up depending on you. They become dependent on us, and it limits their growth also. It limits their potential. And so if you really care about your client, then you want to prioritize questions over advice. The real power really lies in asking the right questions. Why? Because questions spark clarity within your client. Questions are sparking clarity, they're sparking growth, they spark inspiration, they encourage ownership, they empower your client to find solutions within themselves. As coaches, our job is not to fix people. Our coaches, the job is to guide people. And that starts with mastering the art of asking questions, the art of asking great questions. Okay, so let's get to the heart of the book, the 7 essential coaching questions that we can ask. This will help guide you create powerful, meaningful coaching conversations, because coaching is about conversations. And as a coach, you are inviting people into a powerful conversation. So the first question is the kickstart question. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? This question gets the conversation started with a sense of focus. What's on your mind? See, the assumption we make, and you don't want to be a brother or sister of assumption. I know there's a church by that name. I mean, but I'm not telling you not to be a member if that's your path of that church. The brothers, some of us are brothers and we are sisters of assumption. You just want to assume. Especially if you know someone and you think you know their story. Then you assume. And that's how we go straight to advising. This is crucial, not just for coaches. It's crucial for you as a leader. It's crucial for you as a leader. You want to hold yourself back from advising and ask the deep question. What's on your mind? Yes, you've told me that, but what's on your mind? You see, the human mind can focus on so much. So you don't know, what do they really want? What's on your mind? So our client says, I'm overwhelmed at work. Okay, so this opens the door to go deep, to explore. I'm overwhelmed at work. So perhaps you thought it has to do with something else. Perhaps because they talked about it. But what's on your mind as you come to see me? What's on your mind? Very important question. Facebook used to ask this question. I think it still does. If you go on Facebook to ask, the first thing is, what's on your mind? Very important. Facebook must, whoever did that question, kudos. Brilliant. What's on your mind? Now, this question also makes you more interested in the client, rather than aiming to be more interesting to the client. In fact, when it comes to the client, it's all about the client, not about you. So you don't want to be more aim at becoming more interesting. It's about more interested. Let's go to question number 2, the or question. And this question goes like this. What else? So after they have shared what was on the service level, then what else? Okay, so you're uncovering layers of the challenge, of the problem, and going deeper in the conversation, because deep coaching is what really helps your client. And deep coaching is what you can build your coaching practice on. Don't build your coaching practice on a service level coaching. You want to build on deep coaching. Deep coaching is what research shows us builds great lasting business. Why? People will refer people to you. And to do deep coaching, you don't want to rush. You want to ask these questions that seems like lazy questions, but they are powerful questions. What else? So if our client says, I'm overwhelmed because of the deadlines at work. Okay, so you ask them, what else? They might share their struggle, saying, well, managing time, something like time management. And now you're going deeper to where to aim because there's so much to focus on. Please don't assume. These questions are taking you deeper and deeper, and you're peeling the layer. So the second layer is what else? And you're peeling the layer. And then you go to the focus. Now you want to aim even further. What's the real challenge here for you? What is the real challenge here for you? What is the real challenge for you? Now, this takes you to the core issue. You're aiming even deeper, consciously taking the client to a space where they can address what matters. And this is what gives value to your coaching session, to your coaching process. What is the real challenge here for you? It may not be for me as your coach. In fact, like I said, I don't star here. I'm not trying to star in your life. What is the true challenge here? What is the real challenge here for you? So if a client says, I'm stressed by too many tasks, then you ask, what's the real challenge here for you? And then you keep quiet, wait for them to respond. And the client now will reveal to you, maybe they are dealing with delegation. Maybe they are dealing with the challenge of time management. You go there. What is the real challenge here? I'm not able to delegate. I have a challenge with my team. It's my team. I carry everything, coach. I feel like I carry everything on my back. I feel so overwhelming. So the real challenge is I'm carrying. I think the real challenge is I'm not able to delegate. And then the foundation question now. What do you want? The layer number 4. What do you want? You're peeling layer after layer. Layer number 4. What do you want? What do you want? Now, this question brings clarity of the goal of your client. Because we can have the same challenge, but the goal is different. Some of us, okay, we want to leave the team, want to leave this organization. We want to build something else out there. Some of us want to I want to build my team. I'm invested. I've been here for long. I want to build this team. I want to feel in control of my schedule. I want to feel I'm in control. Now, this shifts the mindset of the client towards action, results. But is there result? What do you want? What do you really want? So the layer number 4, you're peeling. What do you want? And then there's what the book calls the lazy question. How can I help? So instead of assuming you know what they really need, if they need to organize themselves, I will organize them. If it's team, I will bring the techniques for team building, team management, team performance, working on the team. I have it. I just have it here as a coach. So here it is. No. You want to ask that lazy question, how can I help? Because sometimes where they need help is not where you think you can help. ask them. Maybe they'll say, I need accountability. I need you to help me with accountability to stick to my priorities. Now you know exactly the kind of support they need. So you're not imposing support on them and thinking, because this is cool, this has worked for someone else, it will definitely work for you. Now, you want to ask them. You want to create that deep connection. Remember now you've gone deeper. This is you peeling layer number 5. How can I help? Layer number 6, accountability. You're talking about the strategic question, sorry. If you are saying yes to this, what are you saying no to? If you're saying yes to this, what are you saying no to? Now, always, this highlights the trade-offs and helps the client to prioritize. If someone says yes to something, they're definitely taking a big no to something else. You say yes to focusing on working on your team, you're saying no to something else. So they need to think. The client goes to their mind to think, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? You can't be available everywhere. There are other commitments that you'll have to say no to for now. There are other commitments that I have for this season of my life. I say yes to this project. I'm saying no to my relationship with my besties for now. I'm saying no. So you are helping them to weigh the options and to know you can't be just yes, 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 yes to everything. I'm saying yes to this, but I'm also saying no to that. And that's okay. That's okay. My priorities are different in this season of my life. And you're helping them to process. Am I ready to say no to this so I can say yes to this? Am I ready to say no to my guys who take so much time, the fun, going out, perhaps even drinking, having fun, nothing wrong with that. I'll have to say no to that to say yes to my project, to say yes to my marriage, to say yes to this goal that I really want. I'm saying no to that. What are you saying no to? And then the layer number 7. What was most useful for you? And I want to ask the same question here. What was most valuable for you in this conversation? What was most valuable for you in this conversation? Before you leave, please leave a comment below. What was most valuable for you in this conversation here at Breakthrough with Jeff? Out of the 7 questions, what really hit you so hard? Which one hit you so hard? And if you can tell us how you wish to apply this, how has it affected you? How it has impacted you in your personal level and in your professional level as a leader, as a coach, whatever it is that you do, how has it impacted you? So you're reinforcing the insights, what you've learned. So even for you, if you've learned the 7 of them, list them down there. Let me see what has impacted you out of the 7. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe I don't know which questions, maybe all of them, I don't know. In your coaching session, a client might say, I realized I need to set a clearer boundaries to manage my workload. I realized I need to communicate with my team. I realize I need to communicate better. So these questions are simple, but I tell you they are powerful. But here's the catch. It's a habit. You got to turn them into a habit. You got to step in and do it. You got to practice it. Practice makes permanent. It's what you practice that becomes part of you. Identify moments where in your life as a coach, as a mentor, as a leader, as a CEO, as a manager, where you've given advice in your relationship. And advice is not necessarily bad, but it cannot compare with questions. So begin to replace more questions with the advice. Ask one of the 7 questions. During this season, ask one of the 7 questions. Ask them to your kids, to your family members, and come back here and celebrate the breakthroughs and the growth that has come with you just asking those simple questions, and how it has transformed your conversations with people around you. It doesn't have to be in a coaching session. It can just be in a relationship conversation. The beauty of coaching is that it's relatable to other areas of life. So instead of fixing people, ask questions. Ask a question. What's the real challenge here? And watch them uncover their own solutions and feel empowered from within. Don't desire that glory. Don't shine in people's lives. This is their movie. Let them shine. Now, I want to give you some 3 practical tips that can help you integrate these lessons into your coaching business. Number 1, be present and be curious. Focus on listening deeply. Don't rush to solve. Let the questions do the work. Trust the questions. Don't rush to solve. Be present. Focus on the client. Number 2, master silence. After asking a question, give space for answers. Give space for answers to flow from the client. Silence allows the client to reflect. Give that space. Be silent. Be still and know. The Bible says, be still and know. Knowing comes in that space of stillness. Even the Bible links true knowing to stillness. Be still. Be still. See, when that stillness, some people are very uncomfortable with stillness. So when you ask a question, be still. Now, another one is, the last one is reflect and reinforce. Make sure at the end of every session, you're asking that question. What was most valuable for you in this conversation? What was most valuable for you? This helps you to learn and helps your client to learn and grow with each conversation. It's a beautiful thing you can practice even for couples. This is what I teach my couples. Now, here's my challenge for you this week. I want you to start every conversation with what's on your mind. What's on your mind? Use, and what else? At least once during each coaching session, each conversation. And end every session with what was most useful for you? What was most valuable for you in this conversation? Practice these three questions and see the difference it brings in your coaching practice. You're going to feel more empowered and you become a better coach who listens more and transforms life, who is present. Are we together? Fantastic. Awesome. Now, if you want to elevate your coaching game, start asking the right questions. Remember, great coaching is not about giving advice. It's not about answers. This is what people think. They think they're coming to get answers. It's about guiding people to their truth. It's about guiding people to their breakthroughs. Now, if you found this valuable, I want you to give it thumbs up. Don't just listen and go. Go like, subscribe, and make sure you share it with your fellow coaches. And comment below, which of the 7 questions will you start using first? I'll see you again here at the Destiny Life Coaching course. God bless you. Keep growing, keep coaching, and let change happen in the lives of the people you coach. Facilitate true results, one powerful question at a time. God bless you and all the best. Peace. Bye-bye.